Bharat. I am your host and host Rupali Sapkal, and today I shall be interacting with the expert into finance sector, into banking, and the person who knows in detail about legal matters. So it's none other than Dr. Visswas Paanse with us today. So, sir, I want to know in detail from you that there is this term that which is quite in trend. People, who keep blaming the banks, but also I think I would like to know from you, what is this willful default?
Willful default is a terminology used for those people who have willfully, knowingly, जानबूझ के बैंक का लोन नहीं भर रहे. They are purposefully not paying the bank loan, even though they have got an ability to pay, or they have diverted the funds which bank has given to them. So in that situation, the main business gets affected, and when main business gets affected, these people are not able to pay. Practically what happens, when an entrepreneur or when a businessman takes loan from the bank, he mix up lot of things. He thinks money is money, so I can use here, I can use there, but that is not the case. There is a difference between short-term money, long-term money. Short-term money behaves in a different way, long-term money behaves in a different way. So if you mix up, if you use short-term money for long-term purpose, you will affect your working capital. If you use long-term money for short-term, it will affect your productivity.
True.
So in either way, you will be hampering your business. So willful defaulter is, RBI has given certain definition of willful defaulter. So in that definition, or in that this thing, there are certain basic criteria, and the basic criteria is intention.
Yes.
Whatever the actions you have done, whether you have done intentionally, perhaps your action may be wrong, but whether it is intentional, and if it is intentional, then it is a willful default. If it is not intentional, then you can justify why I have done it.
But the people, so like you said, willful default, people taking in the loan and then, diverting bank's money elsewhere, and, not probably, bothered to repay the bank. But I'm sure they would be definitely having this adverse effect of the same. They will be defaulted in the bank, that no other institutions will be lending them any money.
Obviously, once you are declared as a willful defaulter, you are treated like a criminal.
Oh.
Bank can even file a case of fraud against you.
That's like really worse.
You are literally going through some sort of a criminal process. But this is one aspect. The other aspect is very different. If I am an entrepreneur, I am a owner, I have got loan for my business from the bank. Do I work only on the basis of that loan? कि अभी 100 रुपये का लोन मिला है, तो I will not work for 110.
Of course.
I will put my 10 rupees on that and I will work.
Yes.
Now, bank money you have counted, but what about me as an entrepreneur, my entrepreneurship skills value?
True.
So you are telling that we have paid you 100 rupees, but the enterprise value has gone up to 200 rupees or 300 rupees. That 200 rupees is mine. So out of that 100 rupees, if 10 rupees have gone, you are making a big fuss of it.
True.
But I have created 200 rupees. What about that? That is the reward that you are giving me by calling me willful defaulter. As an entrepreneur, I have employed many people. I have given them the salary. I have paid lakhs of and crores of rupees tax to the government. And if my mother is sick, my son is sick, and if I use some money as an emergency for his treatment, it becomes willful default.
That is true. These are also the aspects, important ones in fact.
Now, as an entrepreneur, my earning is coming from where? My earning is coming from business only, no?
Yes.
So I have no right to make money. So if I don't pay bank on time or their EMI, I have no right to survive.
True.
I cannot take money and use my family, and I can run my family. What the nonsense? And who decides about willful default? It is the bank gives you the notice. They allegate you that you are willful default. Then who hears you? It is the bank who hears you.
Yes.
And who gives the judgment? It is the bank gives the judgment. What kind of natural justice is this? मैं आपके ऊपर allegation लगाऊंगा और मैं आपको फांसी की शिक्षा दे दूंगा. This is absolutely absurd. If at all you have to think about willful defaulter, treat a willful defaulter, you have to treat in its real sense,
True.
not in this mechanical way. While making this guideline also, RBI said at the end that you have to check the intention. But how many bankers have got that kind of brain to check that intention?
And initially, there might be an intention to pay back, but due to any kind of circumstances, a person is unable and asks time. Is that justified, sir?
It has to be, that kind of excuse has to be given to the entrepreneur.
Yeah.
He cannot be punished for that. So first of all, the mechanism to declare somebody as a willful defaulter is wrong. It has to be improved. It has to be made more natural, justice oriented.
By giving time, maybe?
No, you put some high court judge to decide somebody as a willful defaulter.
True.
Why banker himself will do? I have seen in some cases, because of the high egos of the bankers, after 5 years or 7 years or 10 years, they have declared somebody as a willful defaulter.
Yes.
Why? You don't have time limit for that? If you find me willful defaulter, तो आप इतने साल के सो गए थे क्या? It means your system is default. Your system is not able to detect.
True.
As a banker, you know every day transaction what is happening in the account. So do you don't know that there is something which is diversion of funds?
That's true, sir.
So you were sleeping at that time.
I think the entire background check, or also knowing the intention, or coming to a midway, or making making somebody else take the decision.
Correct.
Is
so that's why I said that you put high court judge, because making you as a willful defaulter, you are declaring him as a criminal.
Someone who is biased, someone who is not going to take neither the bank side, neither the consumer side, neither the person who has borrowed the funds from the bank, an institution. So someone from the hierarchy is to be taking. That's really like a thoughtful thing that you've mentioned, sir. And I think because of that, with the help of this, there would be a very less, there would be, I think, a decrease in our...
One more wrong thing which we have got is done, particularly for MSME sector, is this.
Yeah.
Under IBC, that is Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, which has come in this 16 last, they came into the existence. The purpose of IBC, so-called, is for the revival of the business.
Yeah.
But in the fact, they are killing the MSMEs.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, how many MSMEs are in the form of private limited companies or limited companies or in the form of LLPs? Most of them are individuals, entrepreneurs, but they are outside the IBC.
Yes.
They are not part of the IBC. So where they will find the resolution? And those who have got private limited company, they are like entrepreneurship companies, entrepreneurial companies. Now, if some company has come into the problem, who is other than the owner is interested in reviving that business?
Of course.
But he is debarred under section 29A if he is declared as a willful defaulter.
No.
So he cannot give the resolution. All those wrong things, wrong practices, which I am strongly opposing.
I am sure, sir. I'm definitely with your reactions, and the details that you mentioned in like in-depth knowledge that you have. I'm sure there are a lot of people who may be going through this kind of situation already, that they did not really want to be a defaulter in the bank, but due to circumstances in the house, or probably something which did not go as per plan, they have been a defaulter willfully in the eyes of bank, right? So I think this is really a point where you get to learn, all the entrepreneurs who are going through this issue, you all can fight back, or you probably can come down to a resolution with revival. That's the statement sir always uses, and I'm sure with this short interview we got to know in detail, in depth about this particular topic. I am sure all the viewers who are watching us today needs to know in detail about the same. So I'm sure you can get in touch with sir with Dr. Paanse on their website. Also, we also have a particular form, right, where they can mention their problems, they discuss that what is the issue that they're going through, and you guys will definitely get a proper advice on the same. And the website is www.npaconsultant.in, and if you feel like that you need his advice in real, you can definitely meet him in real as well, but again you need to get in touch with them through their website. Thank you so much, sir, for your time and your words of wisdom. I'm sure this is going to definitely empower our Indians and make India even a better place to live. Thank you.
Thank you.